Good evening, YouTube community, sports fans, nation and worldwide. You have entered the Sports Opinion Log. I'm your host, Lex Anderson, and in tonight's episode, you should already know what it is. North Carolina, Tar Heels, Tar Heel Nation, stand up, rise up. Final score over interstate rivals North Carolina State, 113-96, and it was Luke Maye Day. And as automatic as my jumper is, so is Luke Maye when it comes to facing off against North Carolina State, as he once again dominates them to the tune of a double-double, 31 points and 12 rebounds. And again, our 1-2 punch, Coby White, comes through with 21 points. And Roy Williams has now swept North Carolina State in 12 out of the 16 seasons that he's been coaching our great, wonderful team. The legendary Roy Williams, the Tar Heels, the atmosphere was electric. And by all means, do not let that final score of 113-96 fool you. At one point, the Tar Heels were up big by as many as 30 points. And the coach, I got to give the coach for North Carolina State credit. His team played hard to the very end. They kept trying, but it was a futile effort in failure because they were never going to win. Not as long as Luke Maye was around, who had his way in the paint, driving for layups, posting up, perimeter jumper. He was all over the place. And you know what? All I can say is, America, keep sleeping on North Carolina. Keep glamorizing, keep glorifying the hated rivals, Duke. You best believe when we finally meet, and I give it to the schedule makers. They do this on purpose. I'm not foolish. Why has so many games gone by and Duke is hiding? Well, guess what, Duke? You can run, but you can't hide. Sooner or later, you're going to have to face us, and you're fucking going down, baby. But you know who didn't go down? Duke's opponents last night as they stomped out Boston College. Final score on that, 80-55. Cameron Reddish, 24 points. Zion Williamson, double-double, 16 points and 17 rebounds. And in a game that I tuned into at the last minute, only because it looked like it was popping on my Twitter timeline, and you can follow me at Mr. Fifth Avenue. Link is in the bio below. Kansas State Wildcats snap an 8-game losing streak against the Kansas Jayhawks. And let me tell you, that 8-game losing streak represents 4 years of futility, but you know what? It was jumping at home. The fans were on their feet. They were boisterous. They were loud. The team fed off that energy. Barry Brown, 18 points. Xavier Sneed, 14. Dean Wade, 12. And Kansas, well, when you have 23 turnovers, that's why you're 1-6 on the road. So I had made mention of this in a previous video that the Jayhawks need to turn it around on the road if they ever hope to compete come tournament time. But that's not really my problem because my team, your team, if you're watching this video, I'm sure you're down for North Carolina. We're rocking, we're rolling. And you know what? Again, this champion t-shirt that I'm wearing, yeah, I see another one in the future. With the way this team is playing, Cameron Johnson, Luke Maye, Coby White, we got guys off the bench who are All-Americans. The future is looking as bright as the light that's glazing my glasses right now. And I so look forward to we get our hands on Duke. But sadly, we will instead have to feast this Saturday at home. Miami's coming through. Yeah, I look for them to be handed a big-time L when they come into our house. Because in North Chapel Hill, you know what it is. UNC, baby. We do not play around. Victory all the way. And if you're down with victory, then you know what you might need to do right now. If you've come this far in the video, you might as well just commit. Press that subscribe button right there. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe right there to your left. That bell icon to your right. Ding! Press it so you stay updated for any and all upcoming future videos. Thank you very much for tuning into this video. If you like what you're hearing, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. That's okay. You're probably an ignorant Duke fan who I really don't goddamn care about in the first goddamn place. And make sure to drop a comment below. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is your boy Lex Anderson, doing what I do best. North Carolina, baby. Popping my collar. I'm signing out. And that'll be another fine video in the books. Mohawk is looking crazy, but nothing will be crazier than Saturday night. North Carolina, Miami. They know what it is. It's not going to be a sweet victory for them. But Roy Williams, I tell you what, that Hall of Fame bound coach, even when North Carolina was up by 30, he still was standing up, imploring, screaming, and yelling. You don't get to be great by being mediocre or lazy, I'll tell you that much. Duke, continue resting on your laurels like you think you've won the championship. Because when you meet us, we'll be bringing you back down to reality, baby.